Now on this Tuesday, February 22nd, 2011, here's what's happening in our world. A powerful earthquake struck one of New Zealand's biggest cities at the height of a busy workday, toppling tall buildings and churches and killing at least 65 people in one of that country's worst natural disasters. More than 100 people, including as many as a dozen visiting Japanese students, are thought to be trapped in the rubble. It is the second major quake to hit the city of Christchurch in 5 months, though this 6.3 magnitude temblor caused far more destruction than the September quake. The spire, the city's well-known stone cathedral, toppled into a central square, while video footage showed those multi-story buildings collapsing in on themselves and others with walls that had fallen into streets strewn with bricks and shattered concrete. Power and telephone lines are knocked out. Pipes have burst, flooding the streets with water. Plumes of gray smoke drift into the air at several points around the city from fires burning in the rubble. Around 400 extra police officers, firefighters, and urban search and rescue crews have raced to Christchurch to help save those trapped in the debris. As we mentioned, more than 100 people, including those dozen visiting Japanese students, are thought to still be trapped in the rubble as darkness and drizzling rain fall. Still, there are occasional glimmers of hope.
Just spoke to one of the rescue crews that have come in, and they've been able to tell me unofficially at this stage that around about 120 people have been pulled from buildings or from rubble, or some cases stuck on upper floors of buildings. So that in the midst of all of this turmoil and tragedy, it's great to know that our teams that are out there working very, very hard have got 120 souls back to safety.
The U.S. Geological Survey says the temblor was centered 3 miles from the city at a depth of 2.5 miles. Two large aftershocks, one magnitude 5.6, the other 5.5, hit the city within 2 hours. It was felt across a large part of the South Island and caused damage in nearby towns. The extent of that damage elsewhere is not immediately clear. Yesterday on Harvest, our Middle East correspondent Brian Bush predicted Libyan President Muammar Gaddafi would be out of power by the end of the week.